computer. There we go. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, so welcome everybody to our Zoom. For those of you that couldn't make it, we hope that you'll enjoy this recording. And for those of you that are here, thank you for joining us today. We're going to share some amazing technology. And the reason we are doing this is because the company is offering free products. And I mean, why would we not want to share that with our friends and our family and everybody have a good, healthy, happy home?
Yes.
We personally have experienced the benefits of this. And so we know that it is benefiting a lot of people, not only in their residence, but in schools and in hospitals and all places. I mean, honestly, it's a huge benefit for a lot of people. So we're going to get started because we don't like to keep anybody too long, and we'll get started and then answer some questions in the end.
Well, two quick things. We want to mention at least a little bit about the benefits that we've seen. One of the biggest parts that for years I've wanted to, obviously I love technology. I just love technology, and I've always wanted to do different things that are going to help my wife, help myself. And for years, we've been trying a bunch of different things. My wife, coming from South Africa, had a tremendous amount of issues, I can say, basically, allergies and different kinds of stuff.
I was a pain in the neck.
No, not really. But anyway, but interesting, when you see your wife suffering, you always want to say, well, what can I do to help out? We tried all kinds of different things. And then we heard about this technology with the air. And I said, you know what, let's try this for ourselves. And we took advantage of actually one of the promotions that's going on right now. They relaunched the promotion, which I'm like, that's amazing. So one of the things that we're going to talk about a little bit about that, but the air system we use, Mena Lily, I remember her saying this, I don't remember, it was 3-4 days or how many days it was after we put this system in our house, or basically put this unit in our house. And she said that she doesn't remember this. I remember this. Maybe this is what I heard, but she goes, either Jesus healed me or this thing really works. And I looked at her, I said, oh my goodness, your eyes are white. And I was thinking to myself, because I used to joke around, people talk about allergies, and I have always said, oh, my wife's got the most beautiful red eyes I've ever seen, because her eyes were always red, and she's always itchy and scratchy and just bad. And so since then, we've been talking to a ton of people about
February 2022.
Yes, correct. And so the interesting part about that was that then I also was looking at spending about $5,000 on a water system that makes alkaline water. And again, that was one of the things I found out. Their system's actually a better system. The system we have today is a better system, and actually uses a better technology than what the other old systems are out there. And we got it for a much better price with the package we're going to talk about today. And then the other part was laundry, and maybe Mena can tell you about the experience we have with laundry.
Oh yes, so he does boot camp, and in Florida, humidity. He came home with I didn't even know this, but he had obviously, he was wringing the water out of this top. He was sweating so much.
Yeah. And normally hang it up in the laundry room.
And he was sweating so much. And so he forgot, or he went to the gym to actually to shower at the gym, and he took his top off. Do you want to mute?
Yeah.
He took the top off, and he left it in a packet in his car in the sun all day, and he forgot about it. And the next morning he took it out and he put it in the laundry.
Yeah, because I got to my car and opened the car.
It was smelling. It was literally stinking like bad cheese.
So I get home, and she looks at me. She goes, "What is in the laundry room?" I said, "What are you talking?" And I walked in the laundry. I'm like, "Oh no, I forgot." And it was bad.
It was bad. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to test this new technology we have, and let's see if this really works.
She wanted
I wanted to dump
she was going to throw it out. And I said, no, you're not.
But anyway,
sorry.
So I said, okay, well, we're going to test this. I'm going to throw this in with the rags, because if it's bad, it's bad, and it's going to be thrown out. I put it in, washed it. I took it out after one wash, and I stuck it up close to my nose, and I'm like, this smells good. It was stinking. It was rotten when I put it in there. And honestly, it smelt okay. And then I put it in the dryer thinking, okay, let's see what it dries like. When I took it out the dryer, I stuck it up to my nose. I couldn't get enough of that smell. It was really, really good. And I said, oh my goodness. You know, I had this fear of doing laundry without detergents and softener. And here I was doing it. and I put this really stinking top, and that sold that day. It sealed the deal for me, and I've been sold ever since. I love it. I actually have no doubts that it's sanitizing our clothes and cleaning them the way that it should. So
Yeah, and we'll show like, so we're gonna show basically what they did is they recorded a what they call a healthy home showcase. It was kind of like a studio production, so to say, is what they put together, but they explain so well, and they got so many people that are very successful in this industry talking about, including the founder of the company, actually talking about the technology and stuff like that. So we're gonna play actually the video itself. So let me go here real quick, and what we're gonna do is, because it has some great information in here. Share. There we go. So let me reduce this down here, keep that in the corner here. And then what we do is I'm gonna play the video, but pay attention, because again, and then we're gonna show a video of the offer that they're offering again, which is amazing, because it's something I definitely think you're gonna want to take advantage of, or know people who want to take advantage of this because of the Healthy Home Showcase. So we're gonna play this, take some notes. We're gonna be taking notes because it's great information. Here you go. And here you don't go. There we go. Oh, I didn't even talk about this. So, sorry, let me talk about one of the promotions. Sorry. So then we talk about a couple different things. We talk about the air product, the water product, also the laundry. And then once again, what they're doing is they got a promotion that anybody who buys any product through the Healthy Home Showcase, they actually, and this is basically for people who want to watch it, we basically have to get it into them by Wednesday, I believe.
yeah.
And it basically, they're going to give you the H2 fuel for free if you buy a water, a laundry, or any of the air systems on the Air Service Pros, but they're going to give this to you. And this is, anybody who's ever used this knows it is a phenomenal thing that adds hydrogen to the water. Absolutely amazing stuff. My dad uses this every day. I use it every day. So it's just awesome. So once again, this is what's going to come with that. So anyway, here comes the video.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to everybody across America. My name is Dr. Troy Sanford. I'm your Senior Vice President of Health Sciences with Vollara. And what you're about to discover, almost everybody thought was impossible: to deactivate viruses and mold and bacteria in the air actively and persistently as they're introduced into the space and reintroduced. Amazing. So you're in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're not just going to stop at air. We're going to talk about the major health opportunities really that face us. Hydration is a huge issue. We're going to touch on that, chemical exposure, and really being able to clean your house without lifting a finger, really just turning it on. So tonight's going to be really special. And if you see something that resonates with you, see something that you like, purchase it, buy it. And if it doesn't resonate with you, no problem at all. We had our feelings surgically removed. So yeses are fine, nos are no problem. But seriously, the one that'll pain your host is probably the one I'll call you back in 2 days. So we encourage you to be decisive and, gosh, just sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Now, our host tonight is Mr. Mark Alfano, and Mark's going to tell his story about how he came to Vollara. Welcome, Mark.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Pearl. That was great. Look, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out today, all my friends and family. And if you're watching maybe from anywhere around the country, I'd like to welcome you as well. You know, like Dr. Troy said, I wasn't always with Vollara or using the products, but I always try to live a healthy lifestyle. You know, my wife and I, we did everything like exercise and we bought good water and we did all these things. We tried to eat clean and natural food. But one thing that I never did or never even thought about doing was breathing good air. I didn't realize how much of an impact that the air that you breathe has on your health and your well-being, right? Well, all that changed whenever I discovered Vollara. And we're going to go over a lot of these products tonight and how they can change your life as well. You know, another thing that I never thought about was the water that you drink. All I knew is when I was a kid, we drank water out of a garden hose, right? How many of you ever did that before? Okay. Well, those times have changed. Now tap water smells like a local swimming pool. So most of us spend all of our time at a grocery store buying water. I was buying 2 grocery carts, loads of water every week at the grocery store. Well, you know, I didn't think I could drink tap water ever again. But then I discovered some of these amazing products that you're about to see here tonight, and all of that changed for me. Number one thing was I found that I could make in my home glacial mountain water like God intended it to be. I could also have a technology that would take care of the mold, the bacteria, the viruses, all the things that are bad for you that make you sick in the air that you breathe. We can take care of that with just the flip of a switch. That was a game changer. And the most important thing was we could reduce the chemical load from all the chemicals that we're putting into our body. So it's good for our health, it's good for our environment, it's good for you. So just sit back, relax. If you're hosting at your house tonight, go ahead and introduce yourself to your guests. And as soon as you do that, we're going to go ahead and get started with this amazing Healthy Home Showcase.
We have to change this here, so we're gonna fast forward just for a second. Hopefully it's gonna, no, I don't want to fast forward there. I'll let this just run out because if I don't do it, there we go. Oops. There we go.
At this time, we're going to go ahead and start our Healthy Home Showcase. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Mike Jackson, who's going to be doing the demonstration for tonight.
Thank you, Mark, and thanks to our host all across the nation and, of course, all of our guests. My name is Mike Jackson, and I'm really thankful and pleased that you're here tonight. I've represented these healthy living technologies for decades. This is going to be a fun and an informative night. Let me ask you all a question. During the New Year's resolutions, what's the number one normally new resolution someone's going to make? Raise your hands.
Go on a diet.
Yeah, that's right. Losing weight. What's another one? Yeah.
Start exercising.
I'm going to start exercising. Absolutely. Or go on a diet. So you're correct on both of those, but let me go in a different direction, ladies and gentlemen. How long can you go without breathing air or without drinking water? Not very long, right? In fact, nothing is more vital, nothing is more important, short-term and long-term health, than the air we breathe or the water we drink. Take a trip with me back about 50 years. In the 1970s, there was an oil embargo. It hit the world. Gas prices went all the way up from 29 cents to 50 cents a gallon. Electricity prices went through the roof. Natural gas spiked. How do we respond? We super insulated our homes, our offices, and things like sick building syndrome emerged. The EPA told us that our air was up to 5 times more polluted indoors than outdoors. We started hearing about new challenges we have never heard before, like Legionnaire's disease. And now we've got to deal with some new issues like COVID-19. Let me show you a little chart. Same fear, different year. Go back to 2003, SARS, bird flu. It goes on and on. H1N1. And now last year, of course, we learned about COVID-19 and these new viruses that we call envelope viruses. We're going to learn about that tonight. Next year, it's going to be something different, right? Every year, it's something different. Get used to it. Get used to it. Okay. We learned over the last few years that things like colds and flus and COVID transmit much faster indoors. Why is that? We don't have the cleansing power of sunshine of nature indoors. That's why the doctors tell us, eat your lunch outdoors on a picnic table, right? Don't go inside the restaurant because you might get sick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a technology we're going to talk about tonight that replicates what sunshine and moisture do outdoors, but we bring it indoors, okay? We replicate nature. Here's how I like to say it. It's like where nature and science join hands. What a powerful concept. So before we start talking about this amazing technology called ActivePure, I'm going to introduce again Dr. Troy Sanford, and we're going to see how this whole thing, air, water, chemical loads all work together. So stand by for a powerful evening of information about ActivePure and healthy living technologies.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Troy Sanford here with Daniela, and we're in the kitchen to talk about water. Hydration is such an important part of your health. If you're drinking water because you're thirsty, that means you're mildly dehydrated to start with. The alkaline ionized living water makes great tasting water that is fresh, just like from nature, but at the cost effectiveness and convenience of water from your tap. So this machine takes good water and it turns it into super hydrating, great water. And we're going to do a few measurements here to really determine how living water is different than the other bottled waters out there. So Daniela's got some pH drops, just like you'd use for a pool. And we're going to look at the different pHs of all these.
Okay, let's see.
So anything that is green to yellow to red is going to be acidic, right? That's on the lower side of neutral, which is 7. Oh my goodness, that one is very acidic. And then we've got a nice alkaline. So I think what we're seeing here is this reverse osmosis water is very acidic. Now, chronic acidosis is not something that you really want. You want more alkalinity. That's why vegetables give you alkalinity, minerals give you alkalinity. Alkaline water, mildly alkaline water is super good for your body. So you can see the difference between this is the living water, the coconut water, and all the rest of the waters. This is nice and alkaline.
Yes, I see it.
And now what we want to do is measure whether something is oxidative or it has antioxidant qualities. In order to do that, we've got a meter. This is called an ORP meter. And if it's a positive number, something is oxidizing, meaning it's going to take your energy. You've seen an apple that gets oxidized, it gets all brown. Is that oxidizing?
Yeah, this is oxidizing. This is a positive number. And then I'm going to test this other one. And this one is even more oxidizer.
Whoa, 150 rising?
Yeah. And then I'm going to see on the living water, it's actually decreasing. And now it's a negative number, which is antioxidant.
It has antioxidant qualities, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought you could get antioxidants from the water that you drink without really changing it? What the living water does is it splits the water into oxidizing and acidic versus antioxidant and the alkaline side. So it really splits it. It doesn't use something like this water, Daniela. They use chemicals to really make it pH balanced. They put lye into it, much like they do for tap water, because it has to, by law, be neutral. So they pour chemicals in it. We don't do this. We don't put chemicals in the stuff. We actually split the water with the living water machine into OH negative and H positive. It just really splits the water so you get the good water that you feel better. So many people that are chronically dehydrated, Daniela, they got brain fog. They're not thinking good. They're not feeling energetic. And they're pouring acidic oxidizing water into their body. You don't want to do that. So this is a way to really optimize your water, and it recreates that fresh water just like occurs in nature. We know from science that the U.S. Geological Society, they measure conductance in water. They're looking to see how does the water carry electricity. Because we're electrical, our brains are electrical, our hearts are electrical, and we need good water to really support our electrical systems and give us those antioxidants. So the last thing, Daniela, is the hydrogen. What gives the water the antioxidant qualities is really the energy and the hydrogen in it. We can actually measure that with a hydrogen meter. So this will measure free hydrogen in water. We can just set it there, and we're going to come back to that and see the free hydrogen in the water that really gives it the antioxidant quality. So it's still H2O, but it gives you energy instead of taking your energy away. So you're vibrant and strong. And I know you and your husband, Vaughn, love the living water. You have it in your RV, you're full-time RVers.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us about your experience?
Yeah, so we have been using the living water machine since a year ago. And recently we sold our house 4 months ago, and we got an RV. And the first thing I said was, we need to install their living water, because I didn't want to go back to buying expensive water and, just having to carry all these bottles and, just being so contaminated to the environment. We install our living water and we love it. We carry it with us. We use glass containers. So when we're not around, we always have our water to drink. And it's just amazing. It's the best addition to our RV life. We do live a very eco-friendly lifestyle with all the other technologies that we have, and I love my living water machine.
That's awesome, Daniela. Congratulations to you and Vaughn. What we want to do is we want to live healthy, vibrant lives. And living water gives you that energy, gives you the antioxidant factors, and you increase your self-reliance. Who wants to go around buying somebody else's bottled water, right? This is something you can do on your own. This machine, it actually has 2 filters here that clean up the water and remove the vast amount of chlorine that's in the water. Oftentimes tap water kind of smells like a pool. So the activated carbon filter actually takes out the vast majority of the chlorine, because you don't want to be drinking that. You don't want to have that in your body all the time, much less acidic, oxidizing water. So the living water is a breakthrough in value, safety, and performance. That's why so many Olympic athletes, professional athletes, and people that make their living with their body use it, because it really helps that hydration level. So you want to purposefully and deliberately get your hydration levels up. And with the living water machine, you'll want to do it.
Absolutely.
It tastes great. It feels good. It took me about 3 weeks to really notice the difference, my wife and I, but boy, we sure felt it. Did you and Vaughn notice the difference?
Absolutely. We definitely notice in our skin, in our hair, and even the way that your body transpires and everything, it feels just cleaner.
We're supposed to drink fresh water from nature. Our form leads to that function. So when you can mirror fresh water from nature right from your sink, you're doing something really special. So now we're going to talk about a different type of water, and we're going to go to the laundry room to do that. Hang with us.
So obviously we can't test local water here, but just to give you an idea, we've got also a meter that's a light meter. And we've actually had a lot of these other alkaline waters that are out there. Like you mentioned, they just add chemicals. They're purified water, so they strip all the nutrients out of it, and they basically add a little bit of salt for taste, and then they basically put stuff in it to make it alkaline. When they put the meter in there, it doesn't even light up, which means it's still dead water. So always be careful about the water you buy.
Hi, everybody. We're here in the laundry room to talk about how you can reduce your exposure to chemicals super, super easy. And Christina is a mother and a homemaker, and she's going to tell us her story about Laundry Pure.
Thank you, Dr. Troy. My husband told me about Laundry Pure, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't wrap my head around using a washing machine without any detergent. Well, I put it to the test. I put my husband's clothes by themselves in the washing machine. Guess what? Pulled them out. They smelled great. Even after cooking in the kitchen for hours, they're lighter and fluffier. No chemicals, no hot water, nothing that's going to absorb into your body. But then we visited my in-laws. I said, honey, how am I going to do my laundry? We have to buy them a Laundry Pure because we're going to stay with them for the holidays. He agreed. And we hooked it up. My father-in-law, he does the laundry. And in his washing machine is a see-through top. Well, they hooked it up, threw a load of clothes in, no detergent. But as soon as the washing machine started, soap came out of the clothes. Why? Because it was baked in from the dryer from when they dried the clothes from before. It took 3 times to get the old chemicals and soap out of the laundry. And they were hooked. They loved it. No chemicals, no hot water. You save money, and it's not harmful to your body or the environment.
Thank you, Christina. The Laundry Pure literally eliminates the need for laundry soap and detergent, as well as hot water. It uses hydrogen and oxygen compounds instead of soap. It's kind of like doing laundry like the Jetsons instead of the Flintstones, the old way with chemicals. See, laundry detergent doesn't clean your laundry. Laundry detergent treats your water. So you can choose to mechanically treat your water instead of chemically treating your water. A lot of people that do laundry by the ton, like hospitals and hotels and those type of facilities, they use this type of laundry cleaning device because it literally eliminates the need for those expensive toxic chemicals. So the Laundry Pure is 100% made in America, and it only has one moving part, which is an impeller that says it's working. And when the water comes through there, it charges up the water, it lifts out the stains with no laundry soap. And Christina, this can seem too good to be true to some people, right?
It's
It's
true.
like, I don't believe it. It doesn't seem, because we're ever since we're a little kid, if you didn't use soap, it's not clean. This is a new way to do laundry that, like you said, lifts out the stains. The clothes are so super fresh. They smell awesome. And you don't need those chemicals that literally sit when you're wearing your clothes. They're nearly constant contact with your skin, which is your largest organ. We've had sports teams, Christina, use this, and they say, oh, we had to use the, the Deft and the stuff for children because some of our players are really sensitive. You put the Laundry Pure in, no chemicals, and that really resonates with people's bodies. So it's not too good to be true. It is the future, using these awesome ions, hydrogen and oxygen ions, to really clean your clothes and eliminate the need for so many of those toxic chemicals.
How do you install it? How does it work? You hang it on the wall like a picture, right? 2 screws in the back, then you connect it like a garden hose, and then you plug it in and you hit start. The blue light is activated. That's the ActivePure. No soap, no hot water, just ActivePure, sanitizing your clothes, clean, fresh, and fluffy.
And I think now we're going to a video that actually shows this on Fox News.
Doing the laundry is a weekly chore for most of us, that's for sure. So a new product promising to make laundry less of a chore and cheaper certainly would be tempting.
We want all those things, don't we? All
Yes,
that.
we do.
Every one of those things. Fox 13 consumer lawyer Eric Seidel is here tonight. He's been checking out one product that's promising to do that. Well, what is it?
Well, John, let me tell you, this is very interesting. You know, studies show the average family spends more than $200 a year doing laundry the old-fashioned way. But the makers of this new gadget that attaches to your washing machine claim you can get your clothes cleaner without soap and hot water. So we decided to put it to the test.
When it comes to getting their clothes dirty,
Sliding in the dirt, in the grass.
the University of Tampa Spartans
I get pretty dirty,
are experts.
being around the plate the whole time, balls in the dirt, get grass stains, wipe your hands off. Definitely is just part of the game.
So who better to test a new product with a special pitch of its own? Champs donated their after-practice uniforms to help us find out.
Everyone's always said, if you look good, you play good.
Into the wash they go. One pair of white uniform pants into the Laundry Pure. Another equally dirty pair into a regular wash. With detergent. The result? Well, see for yourself. The stains on the Laundry Pure pants do seem to be lighter than the regular wash. Take another look. These are the pants washed with Laundry Pure, and these were washed with detergent. But back up.
The test showed that there was no significant difference between the two methods of washing that was used on these trousers.
Test showed the Laundry Pure got the uniform 99.2% bacteria free, while the detergent did slightly better at 99.5%. A result our experts call a statistical tie. The bacteria might be knocked out of the park, but can our players see a difference?
Between these two, which one do you think is the Laundry Pure? Which one's detergent? I hope the one on the left is the new stuff. I'm guessing the one on the left, it's cleaner. So that's the one that was using the new process.
And true to their winning record, the Spartans are right.
It looks like it works pretty good. So I think it's a home run.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing and witnessing is a new way to do laundry that completely eliminates the need for laundry detergent and soaps and hot water. It's a breakthrough. We encourage you to do laundry like the Jetsons, not like the Flintstones. Utilize ActivePure in the air and also in the laundry water, because it's going to do great things for your clothes. And now we're going to hear from Mike Jackson.
Wow, Christina, Daniela, and Dr. Troy, that was amazing information. And the video was unbelievably good. Folks, this shirt has never, ever seen detergent or hot water, and it looks and feels like it's brand new. We've seen how ActivePure is really amazing in water. How about the air we breathe? Introducing ActivePure, the world's #1 indoor air and surface sanitizing technology. Let's start with a short video called How It Works to learn how this technology works in your home.
Sharing air with others is cause for concern. We know it, we don't like it. Now with ActivePure technology, the shared air can be purified in real time, just like it happens in nature. ActivePure is a patented advanced photocatalysis technology. It works by creating and propelling molecules into the air in a room, which quickly neutralize pathogens everywhere. ActivePure molecules work by destabilizing the shell of a virus, bacteria, or other microscopic contaminant to destroy its living environment, turning it into harmless byproducts. ActivePure technology is designed to use the law of gases to carry its neutralizing molecules into every nook and cranny, in every space. The law of gases is the reason that the smell of microwave popcorn immediately spreads through your entire home. These odorless and invisible ActivePure molecules fly through the air from our portable ActivePure products, neutralizing pathogens in the air. ActivePure is very different from other technologies that take a passive approach and require that the pathogen be pulled into a filter, UV light, or PCO mechanism. ActivePure doesn't wait to see the pathogens are captured. It neutralizes them in the air you breathe and on the surfaces you touch. ActivePure can deliver measurable results, giving you the peace of mind to know that you are providing an important layer of protection for your indoor spaces. Available in over 70 products, ActivePure technology is used in hospitals, state houses, and other shared facilities across the world, and is proven by science and validated by multiple third parties. For more information about products powered by ActivePure, please speak to the Valera representative who showed you this video.
Powerful video, how ActivePure works. You know, there's no better person on the planet to introduce ActivePure than the Ernst & Young Central Plains Entrepreneur of the Year. He has literally brought ActivePure from outer space to the whole world. Live from Dallas, Texas, let me introduce our company's CEO, Mr. Joe Urso, to tell us about this ActivePure technology.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Valera Healthy Home Showcase. I'm Joe Urso, the CEO of Valera, speaking to you from our Dallas World Headquarters. As you're about to discover, Valera has science-based and science-driven products designed to make a major impact on your lives and the people you care about most. We lead with our ActivePure technology, which we've invested millions of dollars in, and that is embodied in our air purification and laundry products. This technology is recognized across the world as perhaps, at least I think so, the most effective air purification system ever discovered. I hope you're about to discover that as well. But don't stop there, because our laundry products, our living water products, and our nutritional supplements can make a tremendous difference along the way. I'm so delighted to welcome you to this Healthy Home Showcase. I'm grateful to the host. I'm grateful to our distributors and Valera representatives that are there with you. And I thank you for taking the time to experience this opportunity to make a difference in your life and the people you care about most.
Thank you, Mr. Urso. For our live audience here in Florida, along with folks across the country, there are three main benefits for ActivePure technology. One of those is the way it removes bad smells. A lot of people don't know this. Smell is actually physical matter. It has weight and mass. It's actually stuff in the air. And we've got a really cool demonstration to show you how the Air and Surface Pro with ActivePure removes particles from the air 200 times faster than not having the technology. Could you imagine having that in your home where particles are dropping out of the air so they're not in your breathing zone 200 times faster? Say, well, Mike, that sounds really good. Where'd that information come? Not from me. It's a peer-reviewed published study from the University of Cincinnati, one of the top aerosol technology groups in the world today. So to learn about that, I'm going to ask somebody in the audience to help, and we're going to do a live demonstration showing you how this technology removes particles from the air. Okay, living proof. I want you to imagine that this is your home. Okay, inside our home, there are thousands of different chemicals, contaminants, particles that are microscopic. They're in the air. You can't see them, but they're there. Now, about 5 minutes ago, I filled this chamber up with smoke. Okay, and that's a good representation of how stuff just sits and sits and sits in the air until we breathe it into our lungs. Watch what happens when we turn on one of the technologies in the Air and Surface Pro. Now, there's no filter in here, there's no fan, and there's no escape for the contaminants. Watch what happens, Vaughn. Is that amazing? Wow. Wow. You see, I don't even look when I do the demonstration. You know why? Because the Air and Surface Pro removes the particles in every home, every office, every circumstance, every time. I don't have to, I know it cleans it because I've done thousands of these demonstrations. This is how the Air and Surface Pro with ActivePure helps clean and clear the air of particles in your breathing zone. Have you ever walked into a daycare or a nursing home or a public restroom and you go, whew, that's some bad smells? You know what? This technology, we already talked about, it takes particles out there, but it also has some amazing capabilities to break down bad odors. So to do that, we're going to bring up Michelle. Come on up, and I'm going to have you help me with this demonstration. Now, Michelle, before the meeting started, okay, I had to smell that, milked some cats.
Wow.
No, we don't really milk cats. That's actually ammonia, pretty strong, right?
Yes.
I mean, it'll knock you out.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, Michelle, is we're gonna set it right here. Okay, just like the tech, would you hold that on there for me, please? Thank you. Because the air is blowing it off. So our technology with ActivePure, remember, this is an active technology, not a passive technology. You can't take that handkerchief and bring it into a vent and put it into an HVAC system, right? That doesn't work. You can't bring this over to a UV light like you see at a restaurant or a hospital and hold it up for 3 seconds, 2 inches away. That doesn't work. ActivePure sends its purifying little warriors, safe but powerful warriors that go out to every square inch, every square meter of an indoor environment. And anywhere it goes, it's getting rid of mold, mildew, bacteria, viruses, and things that cause smells. That's why this is so revolutionary. That's why it's so different, Thomas, because we actually send the solution to the pollution. Passive technologies try to pull particles to a device. Sounds good in theory, but it doesn't work. Let's find out how ActivePure works on really bad odors. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Now, is it still wet?
Still wet.
How's the smell?
There's no smell.
It's completely
Completely gone.
100% gone in 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
So we don't have obviously this demo. I'm going to pause because I want to tell you a real quick story that actually had. Actually, I'll move along until to the end and pause it. But I had actually a client or a friend of mine who actually works for a construction company, and he said, "Do you think this will take away some bad smells in place?" I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "We can try it." He said, "We've tried everything. We've tried ozone machines. We've tried everything." I walked into the office next door where they just took over this office, and it was horrible. I mean, literally, it smelled toxic. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it? I thought of that back years ago, they had something called Chinese drywall. They put it. It was just a chemical, like funky smell. And so I told one of the guys, said, he goes, "What is that?" I told him what it did, and he goes, "I sure hope it works," because he worked in that office. And literally the next morning when that guy showed up, he called my friend up and said, "This is crazy." He goes, "The smell's gone." They haven't had it since. It's been amazing. It's a great technology. So it took the smells out, whatever was in there, it basically destroyed it, which is pretty amazing. So it's cool technology, pretty amazing what it can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ActivePure with the Air and Surface Pro or any of our other technologies in your home, odors that you don't want are gone. Mold, bacteria, viruses, bad things that can hurt us, they're going to be gone in as little as 60 seconds up to 8 hours. We like to go into a home and do a good deep clean. That takes a whole day. Ladies and gentlemen, Thanks for being so attentive as we do these demonstrations on Active Pure. As we start rolling towards the end of our Healthy Home Showcase, we've heard from a lot of people. We've heard from our CEO, Mr. Joe Urso. We've heard from our science officer, Dr. Troy Sanford. I want you to know something. We have an entire crew of high-level leaders at our world headquarters that are taking this technology to the world. One of those individuals you've heard of. Her name is Dr. Deborah Birx. She's worked for 3 or 4, I forget the right number, US presidents, has over 200 peer-reviewed published studies. She heads up our science and medical division. You heard Mr. Urso talk about the science. We have books of science like this. 60 seconds reduces things like SARS-CoV-2 to no longer detectable. So far gone, you can't even measure it anymore. This is really amazing stuff. We have a cell that replicates sunshine. I always say, you know, if I should have a picture of a ball of sun on here, because what this does is the exact same thing, Michelle, that happens outdoors with sunshine and humidity, creating millions and billions of cleansers that clean the air outdoors. But we don't have that benefit indoors. And so Active Pure replaces nature's cleansing power and brings it indoors into your house. Could you guys get excited about having this technology in your home? Hey, folks, I'm telling you that we've got one final little piece I want to share with you. It's my favorite video of all the videos that I show people. And it's kind of like this. There's a little green guy you're going to see. He's kind of looks green, right? And he walks into your home, or he walks into your office, or he walks onto your school bus, and he's sick. He could be sick with a regular cold or flu, COVID-19. We don't know. Watch what happens in this 40-second video as the green guy walks into your house and how Active Pure goes to work. Here's the video.
This is how airborne pathogens can spread throughout a waiting room from patient to patient if not treated. Unlike many other options, Active Pure technology takes a proactive approach by continuously filling the room with submicroscopic molecules, including gaseous hydrogen peroxide that target and neutralize pathogens 24/7. Products powered by Active Pure have been proven effective against a broad spectrum of airborne and surface pathogens.
Thank you so much once again for coming to the Healthy Home Showcase. But you know, I think, Mark, as people were watching this presentation, they started to think, hold on, I know someone with allergies. I know someone with breathing problems. I know someone that's deathly afraid of viruses and stuff like this. I know people that need alkaline water and they see a business opportunity. We did this Healthy Home Showcase in my house, and actually all of the things you see are mine. The Air and Surface Pro, the Living Water, the Laundry Pure. I use all these things. And other people that have seen the Healthy Home Showcase are investing today, and they're going to use these too. But there's people out there that want to pay debt off. They have dreams, they have visions that they need money to be able to fulfill. How can they create a business opportunity for themselves?
You know, we have a lot of great products, but the greatest product, in my opinion, is this business opportunity. Whenever I saw this for the very first time, I knew right away that I wanted to partner with this company and go out and tell my friends and family about it. But you know, the best way to do that is to get yourself some product, right?
Yeah.
So we have something called a Pro Pack. And with that, this is where I love it, because you get 2 of these Air and Surface Pros that we just talked about. And people always ask me, why do you need 2? Well, you need 2 because you need 1 for yourself to use. You need to be a product of the product, but you also need 1 to go out and share with other people. You also get a Laundry Pure. So now you're out. Think about how much money you can save by adding this into your life, right? And then on top of that, you get a Living Water. So if I added up the value of all that, it's right around $7,000 value. Okay. How many people are ready to write a check for 7,000 right now? Okay. But you could partner with us, no different than joining a club and getting a discount. But this, you don't have to pay for it or anything like that. You can just have to be a business partner with us, and you can get that entire package for right around $2,600 and a little bit of change. Now, here's the beauty of that. If you do that, we're also going to give you $75 in product credit. So you can get some nutritional products to get yourself started on nutrition. And if you do that today, we're actually going to give you one of these H2 fuel bottles as a gift for making that purchase with us today. So you get the free H2 fuel bottle, you get the $75 worth of product credit, plus you're completely outfitted and you can go out and start sharing this with people right away.
Wow. Well, we're going to have Mike Jackson come back up because he has been doing this for, I believe, 42 years now. And there's no one better to explain this opportunity. So please welcome Mr. Jackson as he comes back again.
You're making me feel old when you say 42 years. You know, folks, we understand that for many of you, this is like brand new stuff. This is a great way to live healthy. We've got lots of different ways, Dr. Eric, that people can own this technology for their own home. Cash, of course, credit cards, PayPal has a really good program. We also have an installment program. Talk to the host in the event that you're at right now and ask, well, what if I wanted the technology, but I wasn't able to put it all on a credit card right now? Is there an installment plan? The answer is yes, there is. And it's a really good one. So we're so thankful, Mark, for you being a host, for being a co-host, allowing us to come into the home and do this presentation. We thank all of our hosts all across the country, wherever you happen to be. San Diego, New York, Minnesota, Florida. There's people all over the place sharing ActivePure with associates, friends, family, whomever. Thanks for doing that. Enjoy the technology in your home. Take it home right now. We'll ship it from the factory in Bristol, or you can get it from your host or hostess, and we'll start living healthy together.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Sorry about that. So yes. So let me stop.
Hey. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi,
How
it's
you doing?
Wendy. We finally got on.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's good. Thanks for jumping on. So we're going to just close this out.
Yeah. Let me stop the recording real quick.